Good morning, students. Today in biology, we are going to start with chapter number 2, that is reproduction in organisms. And the topic which we are going to discuss is asexual reproduction. First of all, let us understand what reproduction is. Reproduction is the process by which living organisms produce new individuals of the same species. Reproduction is necessary for the survival and increase in the population of a species. If organisms do not reproduce, their population decrease and species will become extinct. Now, do organisms create carbon copies of themselves? The DNA, that is deoxyribonucleic acid, molecules in the chromosomes in the nucleus, is responsible for the transfer of characters from the parents to the offsprings. During reproduction, the reproductive cells produce two copies of the DNA which separate into two cells. The DNA copies will be similar but not identical to each other. So, the new individuals have slight variation from their parents. This is the basis for variation and evolution of new species. Now, types of reproduction. There are two main types of reproduction in living organisms. They are asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is reproduction in which new individuals are produced from a single parent. Sexual reproduction is a reproduction in which two individuals are involved to produce a new individuals. Now, coming to a topic, that is asexual reproduction is of different types. They are fission, into which we have binary fission, multiple fission, budding, regeneration, fragmentation, spore formation, and vegetative propagation. Now, coming to fission. Fission is an asexual reproduction by which a unicellular organism divides and forms two or more new individuals. Fission is of two types. They are binary fission and multiple fission. Binary fission. In this method, an organism divides and forms two individuals. The first nucleus divides and forms two nuclei. Then the cytoplasm divides and forms two daughter cells. This binary fission occurs in amoeba, paramecium. Multiple fission. In this method, one organism divides into many daughter cells. This occurs in Plasmodium, that is the malarial parasite. Budding. In this method, a bud-like projection is formed on the body of the organism. The bud then develops into a new individual. It then separates from the parent and forms an independent individual. Example, Hydra yeast. Regeneration, as the word simplifies, regeneration, that means to generate again from the same individual. In this method, a part of the body, if the organism, if cut or broken, can develop into a new individual. Example, Hydra, planaria, starfish, etc. Fragmentation. In this method, the body of a simple multicellular organisms break up into small pieces on maturation, and each fragment develops into new individuals. Example, Spirogyra. Spore formation. In this method, structures called sporangia produce tiny cells called spores. When the spores come in contact with the moist surface, it develops into new individuals. Example, Rhizopus, Mucor, Penicillium, etc. Vegetative propagation. In this method, new plants are produced from the vegetative part of the plants like root, stem or leaf. Example, from roots, dahlia, sweet potato, from stem, potato, ginger, from leaf, bryophyllum, begonia. Plants produced by vegetative propagation produce flowers and fruits earlier than those produced by seeds. It also helps in the propagation of plants which do not produce seeds like rose, jasmine, banana, etc. Vegetative propagation can also be done by artificial cutting, layering, grafting, etc. Hope you have understood this chapter.